Good morning. My name is Derek Arrowood. I am proud to be the superintendent of Hamilton Heights School Corporation. Today is volume 67 of your monthly update. 5 or so things you need to know about Hamilton Heights School Corporation. Today is Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. Rodney Freeman, the executive producer and manager of the monthly update, is behind making things fly in and out. We are located today at the Hamilton Heights Elementary School. Behind me is the Little Husky Learning Center Playhouse. This Playhouse was created and made by Hamilton Heights High School students under the guidance of Mr. Eric Fisher's last year's Hamilton Heights High School Teacher of the Year in his construction management class, his construction trades class, a bunch of construction classes he has there. Mr. Fisher teaches Project Lead the Way, and he teaches construction trades. And last week, Rodney's going to fire in some pictures. These same kids that built this, and they're now building hunting blinds that will be for sale probably next fall, but they're also learning to use big yellow things and excavation equipment. They were digging holes. They had McAllister out there and Caterpillar out there, the trainers. They've got this simulation thing in there that they can learn to drive it, and front end loaders and all kinds of really cool stuff. So we're really expanding that program. About 4 years ago, and Mr. Fisher started that program. We had 7 or 8 kids in it. Now we got like 130. And they're doing stuff like this and learning skills that will set them up for potentially jobs later in life, but also some skill sets that will make them just pretty handy around everything that they want to do. So way to go, Mr. Fisher. That's number 1. Number 2, congratulations are in order. Our BPA, we talk about them a lot, Business Professionals of America. We have that and DECA here at Hamilton Heights at the high school and the middle school. We have BPA at both places. This year they had a ton of kids qualify for the national conference, the National Leadership Conference. Typically that's in places like Orlando or Dallas, Texas, or in Los Angeles, California. This year they didn't get to go anyplace because of COVID, so they had their own national convention. The board authorized them to go to the JW Marriott downtown Indianapolis, and they had their national conference there. They did it all virtually, but they had outside speakers. We had a lady from the Indianapolis Indians come in and talk to our high school kids. Really well done. Julie Oschlager, our high school teacher, is amazing. Jenny Sexton, the middle school teacher, is amazing. They did a really great job. So we did have some national champions. We probably had some at the high school. I don't know them at this time, but they always do super well. We always lead kind of the nation in how many kids qualify to go to nationals and how many kids rank high in nationals. But we had some national champions at the middle school level. Congratulations to Becca Beechler. She's a national champion in graphic design and promotion. And congratulations to Sophia Hewlin, Lizzie Smith, Haley Hall, and Jolie Hardacre. They were the national runner-ups they were the national champions in presentation management team, which they could probably help me. So Sophia, Lizzie, and Haley, national champions, and Jolie in the presentation management team. Haley Hall was the national runner-up in human resources exploration. We had a ton of kids that also got top 10 in that contest from the middle school, and a ton of kids at the high school that did really well as well also. So congratulations to those kids for their success. They certainly did make Hamilton Heights look great. The next thing I want to talk about is our seniors. Our seniors have had, historically, for seniors in public education in the last, I don't know, a long time, some real challenges between last year and COVID, and this year's been a challenge for lots of different things going on. I'm really proud of this bunch. They've persevered, and they're going to go off and do great things. Every year I read a book to them, Dr. Seuss book, all the places they'll go, and a lot of these guys will go do wonderful, amazing things because they graduated from Hamilton Heights. I want to spotlight one kid in particular, but Rodney's going to show you a picture of 2 kids that won the Kiwanis Scholarship. We had our scholarship, our honors award night earlier this week, and we gave away almost $1 million to high school seniors going off to do great things. Some of them are going to college, some of them are going to trade school, some of them are going to the armed services. They're all going to go and do something great. We know that because we prepared them for that. In this picture is Rebecca Steffen, who's a senior. She's going to Huntington College. She's going to play tennis. She was on the golf team. She won a big Kiwanis Scholarship here. She was she was kind of scary in the play. She was the bad lady in the play, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit. And then I also want to talk about Brian Zachary. So Brian Zachary, great kid. He's on the soccer team, and this is kind of typical Maybe Brian won a little bit more than some other kids, but this is pretty typical of our high school senior class. He was the Hamilton Heights Youth Service Award nominee. They pick one from each high school in the county and then one winner for the county. And if they don't pick Brian, they picked incorrectly. But Brian was nominated for that award. He won the Kiwanis Key Club Scholarship, $1,000. He won the Ball State Legacy Scholarship, $2,500. He's going to Ball State for the School of Architecture and Planning. He's just a great kid, and he is a representative of a really good kid who makes good choices, who cares about his community, who's going to go off and be an architect and maybe come back here to Cicero, Arcadia, Atlanta, or Walnut Grove in White River Township, but maybe he's going to go off to Seattle and build skyscrapers. I don't know, but I know what he'll do. He'll be successful because of the skill set he learned here at Hamilton Heights. So congratulations, Brian. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Graduation is June 5th. 6 p.m. at the high school. We're really excited to get back to a little bit of normalcy. We've limited some tickets, but it'll be a pretty traditional graduation for that class. Number 4, this is a repeat of last month. We bragged about the middle school being the middle school choir department winning the first ever Choral Music Award from the Indiana School Music Educators Association. The high school won it, first time ever. They had to send a bunch of kids to contests. They had to do a bunch of different kinds of performances. They had to have a bunch of different genres kind of covered in music. They did all that. So the first time in history, our high school has won the Choral Music Award from the ISSMA. So congratulations, great job, really proud of them. We love historical things, and since we bragged about the middle school last month, we'll brag about the high school this month. And finally, back to our seniors. Number 5, we did just complete our senior trip. I'm really honored to be in a school system that celebrates our seniors so much. For the last 4 years, we've taken a group of seniors to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and they've gone white river rafting. They go to the Hatfield and McCoy show. They go out to eat. They spend time together. We have some great adults that help with that. Mr. Mason coordinates it, obviously, as the high school principal, but then Mrs. Gray, our assistant principal, Mr. Street, our dean of students, Mrs. Hippenstill, and Mr. Kirshner, who are 2 of our senior class and junior class sponsors, teachers at the high school. They go on that trip with them, and it's always amazing. My daughter went last year. The kids that went this year, there's going to be a picture flying up after they got done or right before they went whitewater rafting. So we're at a school that cares. I can't say enough how honored I am to be able to be at a school that cares as much as our kids care, but we've seen in the last month or so how much our community cares, and we really appreciate that. My name is Derek Arrowood, and I'm proud to be superintendent of Hamilton Heights School Corporation. Make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.